Sweet and sour pork, but not the deep fried takeout version. Tonight we're making it fresh, easy, and serving it as a rice bowl. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. Today, our celebration is all about pork. And we're going to be making my sweet and sour pork rice bowl. So what is it? Well, instead of that deep fried, super sweet takeout version, we're doing something a little fresher. This is bite-sized pork, sauteed with peppers and onions, and then finished in a chunky sweet and sour sauce with pineapple. And we're serving it right over rice as a bowl. So let's get started. I have here my big cast iron. You want to use a very large and heavy skillet. I'm going to heat this up over medium-high heat. You don't want to use nonstick for this. You want something heavy that's going to retain heat. While this is heating, let's talk about the rice for the moment. I have here in my pot a cup of rice that I am warming up and cooking in chicken stock with a little butter. Now let's talk about the pork. I have here a pound, a little more maybe, but it's about a pound, 453 grams of a boneless pork roast that I cut into bite-sized cubes. Now all we need to do is season this with salt and pepper. Generously. And a good grinding of pepper. I'm going to give this a little toss just to get that salt and pepper mixed through all of the pork. All right, my pan is heating. We're going to add some olive oil, about 2 tablespoons or so. I'm going to give it a little brush just to make sure it's all over the pan. And it's already starting to smoke a little bit and shimmer, so we're ready to add the pork. We're going to add our pork. That's what you want to hear. You want a good heavy pan because we want to brown this on all sides. This is going to take 5 to 7 minutes, and I'll be turning it throughout the cooking. What we're going for is an internal temperature of 135 Fahrenheit, which is 57 Celsius. All right, it's been about 5 minutes. My pork is cooked. I've taken it out of the pan. I'm going to cover it loosely with foil, and this will help carry over cooking. We'll take this up to about 145, 63 degrees Celsius, which is perfect. All right, let's keep building our sauce. To this pan, I'm going to add some onion. I have 1 red onion that I've diced. I'm going to let this onion cook for just a couple minutes to get it started. We'll give it a good stir. All right, my onions are starting to soften. Next up is bell pepper. I have here in this bowl 1 red bell pepper and 1 green bell pepper that I've diced up. Right into the pan. Garlic is next. You know me, I love my garlic. I have 3 cloves here that I've just chopped up. Right in. We're going to add some more flavor. I'm going to add ginger. I have here a tablespoon of fresh ginger that I grated. This is going to add a big pop of flavor and some warmth. If you can't find fresh ginger, you can use the frozen or the kind in the tube. I wouldn't use ground ginger that you use in baking. It's not going to have the same freshness or the same punch. Now I have all these savory, soury ingredients. How about some sweetness? I'm going to get that from pineapple. I have here a 20-ounce can, which is 567 grams, of crushed pineapple in the juice, not syrup. That's very important. There's no sugar added to this. It's just crushed pineapple in its own juice. Right in our pan. Now already the juice from this pineapple is starting to deglaze the pan and scrape up all that fond from the pork and the onions cooking down. We need some sour. We're going to get that from, because it's pork, apple cider vinegar. I have just 3 ounces or 90 mils. Right in. Now I haven't added any salt to this mixture, and I don't want to right now, but I am going to add soy sauce. It's salty, but it's also caramelized and complex. It's going to add another layer of flavor. 3 tablespoons of my favorite soy sauce. I'm going to give this a stir, and we're going to let this cook for about 10 minutes. And we want this to start to cook down, and we want all the vegetables to be nice and soft. Not quite mushy, but softened. This looks ready. I want to give this a little taste for seasoning. Almost there. I think a little more pepper. That should do it. Now I want to make this a little velvety. How am I going to do that? I'm going to do that with a cornstarch slurry. I have a tablespoon of cornstarch, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of water. Nice clean spoon. Give it a stir. And you just want to dissolve it. It's important to use cold water, otherwise it will all get gloppy and turn into glue, and you don't want that. Right into our sauce. Give it a good stir. I'm going to let this cook for another couple of minutes, and it will start thickening. This won't make it like gravy, but it's going to add a velvety note to this sauce. Just that quickly, we're thickening up, we're getting velvety. Let's add the pork. Here's the pork. We're going to add all this back in and all the juices that have accumulated on this plate. I'm going to give this a good stir to get all that pork coated. I'm going to give this a couple minutes just for the pork to start soaking up these flavors. And then we're going to serve this up. I have a nice bowl. We need the rice. Here it is. Been keeping warm. Let's have a generous amount. And now, some of this glorious, colorful pork. Right on top. I want to give this a little garnish. So how about some scallions? I have a couple scallions here I just sliced up. What else could you use? You could use sesame seeds. You could be really indulgent. Put a fried egg on this, or a poached egg, even a soft-boiled egg right on top. It would be delicious. Let's give it a little taste. With my chopsticks. Let's get a piece of pork here. Wow. That's so good. The pork is bright. There's sweetness. There's sour. It's super, super tender. Let's see if I can get a little of the sauce and some rice. There we go. Mmm. Wow, the flavors. The peppers just give red and green are slightly different, and you can taste it. You get the ginger and the garlic. And again, sour back here, sweet up here. It's delicious. All right, if you've enjoyed this recipe, sign up for our newsletter and get new recipes delivered to your inbox. Don't forget to subscribe and tap that like button. It really helps us grow. If you'd like to go even further, consider joining as a channel member. You'll get special perks, behind-the-scenes extras, and you'll be part of the community helping us shape what we create together. All right, I'm going to go sit and relax and enjoy my rice bowl. While I do that, I want you to watch this episode over here. Until next time, everyone, cheers.